Today I bring you guys a guide to the Grandmaster Excision mission. I've had many LFGs saying they've not been able to do it, and then 5 minutes into our run, saying it's so much smoother than their previous ones. So let's jump straight into it. Before we begin, what should you use? You want at least one well, but two is nice. The Speaker's sight helmet for Warlocks are amazing, and the constant healing and orb gen is great. Divinity is amazing for stunning overloads, and it's a great debuff obviously. Titan Consecration is going to be incredible. I've seen people using Ursus, and to be honest, it's useless. Not in the first room, but the second, you can't even use your super. So other than the 4 plates, you can't even use your super. Hunter Invis is nice, but Celestial and Still Hunt is amazing. Yeah, you can't use your super, but the damage from Still Hunt will still be crazy because of Celestial. Another important thing is you want precision damage here. There's a lot of Tormentors that need shoulders broke, and if you aren't using precision damage, it's going to take you ages to kill them. Now let's get into how you do this. As you spawn, you will have a rally right in front of you. This is a risky rally with the amount of ads shooting at you. I had a Titan pop a barricade in front of it, and Hunter Invis to pick it up. You can ignore it if you want to play safe, but the heavy ammo is a huge help. Straight away after grabbing the heavy, head to the left hand side and start working on the ads and champions on the left and in the middle. There's 12 people here, so you should have very consistent stuns on champions. Suspends are amazing, as well as freeze and slows. My advice is use super whenever you get them. The amount of orb gen you should have as 12 people are in the game is ridiculous, so send supers as soon as you get them. Once the ads in the middle and left are sorted, head further up on the left hand side and take out the ads until you find a plate and the Kel boss. Take out stuff here and jump onto the plate, and then you will have a Tormentor spawning in. Keep in mind this is a non-boss variant Tormentor, so you can suspend it, you can freeze it. I just had Titans spamming suspend nades, and that's what I did myself. And you can just keep him in the air and ignore him until the plate's done, and then he despawns. But try and kill him while he's there. They aren't too tanky if you have good precision damage. Another quick thing is, you can swap supers at any point. Equipment is not locked in this activity. So say you have well locks in the first room, and they're running wells for the plates. They can swap to Prismatic in the second room for the Infinite Transcendent. So just keep that in mind. If you've got the wrong weapon on, like I ran Galahorn for a bit to try it out, it didn't do a lot, so I ended up swapping to Microchasm towards the end. And I've got to say as well, Microchasm is incredible. If you have Microchasm, the anti-barrier on that and how quick it breaks the shields is ridiculous. So as soon as you've dealt with this plate and you've captured it, turn around and head behind you towards the middle. Now keep in mind that our ad's very close here, so be careful. There's going to be a wizard that you need to take out, and there's going to be a lot more champions. Work as a team to take out these, and then move to the plate in the middle. Keep in mind, when you're on this plate, you will have ads from back right shooting at you. Some of these snipers have a lot of damage, and if you have players with low resilience, they could get one shot. As you can see here, we're just slowly working on the champions so that we can get to the middle plate. As soon as you're on this middle plate, it's going to be the same as before. Tormentor's going to spawn, and you're going to have plenty of ads rushing you, so just be ready to deal with them all. As you can see at this point, we've just captured the middle plate. Start heading to the right hand side and take things out over there. So we'll work on champions together, get the stuns down, and just progress further up to the right hand side plate this time. This is a very simple rotation, and you'll get used to it after doing it on the first 2 plates. Take out this big Minotaur boss, and once you've defeated him, you'll then be able to get on the plate. So as you can see, once you've killed the Minotaur, it's going to spawn another Tormentor at the back. You can again suspend and freeze this guy and ignore him. He's still not the boss variant, so you can ignore them completely, or you can deal with them if you have good control of them. One thing I don't know, and if anybody knows, please clear it up in the comments. I don't know if the amount of people that stands on the plate affects how quick it completes. So maybe try having all 12 on the plate and see if it goes quicker. If anybody knows and doesn't mind, just let everyone know in the comments. As you completed the 3 plates and you move up to the 4th, you're then going to have the boss tier of the Tormentor. So this one you can't suspend, you can't freeze. This one will not despawn, you have to deal with this. He's very tanky, and this is where that precision damage is going to come in massively. I know I'm saying this as we're all grouped up. Don't group up, because if he pushes you, he's going to kill a lot of you at once. So try not to be too gathered together. I know it's hard when you've all just came from the right side, but try not to group up too much, because if he does the slam suppress attack, he could kill a lot of you with that. And who knows, you might be lucky and get this bug that we got where he was just lifted in the air for a good 15 seconds where you can just shoot at him. Another thing about this mission, there will be a lot of lag. There is so much going on, the game cannot keep up. There will be a huge amount of lag. In the second room, my abilities were not regenerating at all until I popped Transcendent. I don't know whether that's built in or whether it was just lag. But a lot of times, even when I'm breaking barrier shields, the game isn't processing the damage because so much is going on. So I'm sat there endlessly shooting barrier shields and it's not breaking. So just be wary of that. There is a lot of lag. The game can't take it. So as you can see, once you've taken out the Tormentor, jump on the plate, start clearing out all the ads, and charge this final plate to head into the second room to the Witness. So as soon as you've captured this fourth plate, congratulations, you've completed the first room. Now for the real challenge in the second room. So when you head in the room, drop down and wait a minute. Saint is eventually going to pop up. Make sure you're getting these weapons of light. If you're using weapons over abilities, get this weapons of light constantly. It's free, it's all there for you, Saint has it. Another thing, Heavy constantly spawns by Saint. Call this out for your team, don't pick it up on your own. If people don't get it, it's just going to take way longer. You can see here there's a Heavy box in middle. We've all gone to help with the overload, we're dealing with him. And then after that, we're all going to pick up the Heavy. Now at this point, you all want to go to the right hand side. You don't want to be splitting up and worrying about all this stuff rushing in. Everybody wants to go to the right hand side, and you want to work on one side at a time. If I haven't already said, at the back of these rooms, you will have a Tormentor, a boss tier again. So just like the one you defeated a minute ago in that other room, you've got 2 more of them in this room to deal with. Another thing is, as you can see on the right hand side, there's also one on the left hand side as well. You have Transcendent pools. You can infinitely get Transcendent from these pools. These do not disappear. You can constantly get it. Even when it's DPS on the Witness, you can still go and get this Transcendent. So it took us a good minute to defeat this Tormentor because we didn't have much precision damage. A lot of people using rockets and stuff like that. Another thing is it's machine gun surge, so you can use machine guns and they are also precision, so you can get away with that. So once you've defeated the Tormentor, everybody's going to head over to the left hand side, other than a couple of Consecration Titans. Unfortunately, in my run, I don't think it's the one I'm showing you here, but in one of my runs, I was the only Titan in the whole run. So if that happens, just have somebody with you that can help stun the champions. I think I had a healing Warlock on the Speaker's helmet, and he was just helping stun champions for me. I was dealing all the damage, and he was just getting the stuns. And all you're going to do is you're going to sit on this right-hand side, and you're going to farm revives, while everybody else is dealing with the Tormentor on the left-hand side. So I don't actually have any footage of me taking out the Tormentor on the left-hand side, because I'm just sat here farming reses the whole time. Titans, all you're going to want to do, I have Inmost built in, so my ability gen is crazy. But what you want to do is you want to keep throwing your grenades out to suspend if you're on your own, if you don't have stuns. Throw out your Transcendent grenades to suspend them in the air and jolt them, and then spam Consecrations. The barriers will pop, and as you can see here, I just can't stun half of them sometimes, because the game can't process the damage. This is where Microcosm instantly will break the shield. Microcosm deals so much damage that the game instantly breaks the shield. Even when there's this much lag, it registers the damage. Watch out for the triangles and all the symbols on the floor in this room as well. That's a massive thing you need to look out for. Just like in the raid, if you stood in these will kill you. So stay away from these. So all the Titans or the people that are ad clearing on right, you're just going to keep doing these champions. Keep killing them over and over and over. Even if you're at 20 revives, keep killing these. Because people could die so quickly and you could lose so many reses that quick that you might as well just keep these up. So keep these reses up. As you can see here shortly, we're about to defeat the second Tormentor. As this happens, you're going to go to the next phase. Now, if any of you have done this normal, which I imagine most of you will have, this is the part where you have to dunk the light. So what you're going to do, you're going to run around looking for these light pools on the ground, and you're going to have to hold X to pick it up, and then dunk it. So for the people that have done it, all you're going to have to do is go around to these light pools, interact with it to pick it up, and then run over to the back to dunk it. You need 16 dunks, and then you head to DPS. You can all do one side and take it slowly, but it's up to you guys. We just kind of had everyone running everywhere to do it as quickly as possible. So when you've dunked all 16, you're going to go into that other realm, the darkness realm, where you hit all the statues with the swords. So everyone just grab a sword and all go and break all these statues as soon as you can. Upon defeating these, it's going to be DPS straight away. You will have a heavy crate right behind Saint, so even if you don't have a lot of ammo, don't worry. Saint will have an ammo box that will massively help you. So head up to damage, and damage as you usually would. What I will say here is don't prioritise damage, prioritise survivability. Those people that have done the raid, they will know that you just want to live here. Have somebody calling out where to stand. Always call out where to stand, not where to avoid. And make this clear to your team. If you're calling back left and then everybody's moving to back left and getting hit by the beam, you're doing it wrong. You need to be calling the right place so that people aren't dying. Because if you lose a lot of people quickly here, you will run out of reses rapidly. As you can see, our damage is phenomenal. We didn't have a lot of damage, as you can see. However, damage isn't too important. Like I say, just focus on survivability, because by the time you've hit your third damage phase, it's endless damage anyway. So you can jump on and off the plate consistently, and you can still just loop doing damage. But that's it for the video, really. All you have to do is rinse and repeat what you've just done. So to quickly go back over it, Titans, you'll be on the right hand side, farming the reses over and over again. Everybody else will be killing the tormentors. Consecration is massive here. Keep spamming it over and over and over again. Suspend nade, consecration, suspend nade, consecration. You'll be getting them super quickly if you have transcendence, so you haven't got to worry about it too much. Everybody else focus on the tormentors, take them down for damage. Even once you've took the first right hand side one down, everybody move over to the left, other than your Titans. Everybody on the left take down the tormentor. Titans keep farming reses. Pick up the darkness pools, dunk them. Grab your swords, break the statues, DPS. And that's all it is, rinse and repeat over and over again. Work as a team, have heals, and you'll get through this. Talking about heals, I already mentioned the Speaker's Sight helmet. Obviously, restoration nades are great as well if anybody is on solar, but you should all be on prismatic in this room, to be honest with you. The other thing that people might want is the no hesitation. I used this in every run that I've done, and it just helps me heal anyone that I can see getting low by me. For those that don't know, no hesitation is the new healing gun. If you have psychic on this as well, it will also give yourself restoration once you've gave somebody else it. If you enhance it, it gives restoration ×2, not ×1 as well. So it's well worth it. But yeah, take your time, prioritise lives over damage. When you get to final stand, you won't have a lot of champions spawning. There will be champions spawning, but there won't be a lot. So if you're missing out and people are dying a lot, you're going to lose them reses before you can get them back. So just focus on survivability. Even if you have to fully jump off the plate when he's doing his attacks, do that. It won't reset it at all. So you can jump on and off frequently and it doesn't matter. Another thing, pray you aren't as unlucky as me. It didn't matter to me at this point because I had already cleared. But as you can see here, I'm sat here farming champions away. And Bungie like to throw a nice little error code at me. I just want to let you know, if you do get error coded, you can't get back in. It says the activity you're trying to join is about to end. So good luck with that one. Pray you don't get DC'd like I did, because that was great. But yeah guys, I wish you the best of luck with this. I hope this video helped. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.